Tomorrow, I'll be taking pictures of my feet with cake frosting all over them.
You got polish on your nails?
Toenails or fingernails?
Toenails.
No, actually. Is there polish on there? Well,
why is this picture
real?
What is happening?
What it is, guys? It's the boy Blastphamoushd, and today we're here to watch 2 true Onlyfans horror stories animated. Now, if you guys want to watch the original video, the link gonna be in the description down below. This is the homie Andy. Hopefully, it's nowhere near as bad as it more than likely is gonna be.
I'm oddly excited for this one.
Bro, I enjoy Onlyfans. I mean, I don't.
You got your sexy, you got your scary.
By the way, also, make sure to subscribe to my Only Toes account. Give y'all a little,
Bro, what the hell?
I'm giving them a taste, man. They gotta see the goods. You're gonna buy a dishwasher without trying to use, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's just not good business, sir. But yeah, daily feet nudes. Subscribe to my Only Toes account. Tomorrow, I'll be taking pictures of my feet with cake frosting all over them.
You got polish on your nails?
Toenails or fingernails?
Toenails.
No, actually. Is there polish on there? Well,
why is this picture
real?
What is happening?
Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, we're gonna come back next time.
I got so uncomfortable I had to do the outro. Oh shit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is no good. I gotta get.
He's down bad.
I fell asleep at the pedicure lady's office, man. They always get me. At least they ain't put no colors on that shit, man. One time, I was kicking it with this one girl that I was dating at the time, and she played a prank on me and she painted my toenails pink while I was asleep. And I woke up and I was like, mother. But just like every other dude, once it was out of my peripheral vision for like a minute or two, I forgot about it.
Totally, yeah.
Went over my mom's house, took off my shoes. My niece was like, ooh, toenails pretty. My mom did not believe I was gay for like a month and a half. Like she swore I was on the down.
He said my mom didn't believe I was gay for a month and a half.
She thought-
It took almost 2 months to convince her I was out there sucking dicks.
No, it took 2 months.
Oh, the other way.
Damn it, yes, the other. That's all convolution. I swear that it's, none of it's what it sounds like. It's,
we haven't even started.
We ain't even started, man. We up in this bitch.
Is too much.
Oh my God. Only Toes.
At the time, I was 21 years old and totally broke.
Why is this a
I
female?
worked for a consultancy firm that wasn't a big player there.
Damn.
Because it's a female.
In fact, I was
Just the narrator's a male, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, you must be one ugly ass female to sound that much masculine. God, Jesus. This whole thing is a catfish already.
What if she looked like a 10, but she literally sounded like a dude?
I can't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I can't do it,
You couldn't
man.
do it?
I really can't.
Earplugs or nothing?
I can't do it. No, I can't do it. I can't even do it.
How about you guys? You guys in the comments below.
I can't even do it. I'd rather a super ugly female that sounded like a female than a really attractive female that sounded like a man.
You just couldn't even imagine that. That'd be
pretty much at the bottom of the company totem pole.
How am I gonna stay up?
By, but always had dreams of traveling to another country and studying abroad. If I was ever going to make that.
Yeah, that's what chicks say. They want to go study abroad. That means they want to go get railed by Europeans.
It really does. It really does.
That's exactly what that means.
For the 2 people listening who don't know what that is, Onlyfans.
I studied abroad myself.
Mostly.
How many of them did you study?
Share pictures and videos with paying subscribers.
A couple of broads.
Usually mature content. It's pretty controversial, with some people being all for the platform, and others saying it's sleazy and gross. I'd heard a few stories about women making fat stacks from the comfort of their own homes, and even though I'm no Belle Delphine, I figured, yeah, what the hell, maybe I can earn a few extra bucks too. I made an account, and recorded a little intro message for any prospective followers. Then I took my first.
Why does she kind of look creepy in the picture, though? Like
it's because of her voice.
That's what it is. Is that what it is?
Sounds like a goddamn dude. A dude is telling me how sexy she is, nigga. That. So then I started taking news.
So I started pinching my titties, and I'm like,
God, for some reason, this is just not arousing me.
Imagine calling a phone sex operator and it'd be that chick. You'd be like, this is clearly a man. I swear, sweetheart.
But you already paid the money. What do you do?
Tell me what you're gonna do.
Well, shit. Yeah, you in the feet?
Yeah, you would too.
After a few weeks, I'd attracted a few followers, all of whom were subscribed for $10 a month.
Damn.
Some of them even gave me tips, or paid me extra for exclusive content.
Damn. Oh, shit.
I made a promise to myself
that freaky
whatever
shit.
money I earned through the site would go directly into my travel fund. And as soon as I had enough money to go globetrotting, I'd stop using the platform altogether.
See, women could use their sluttiness
In the
to
meantime,
fuel their
I had
even
a lot of work to do at my
traveling
real job.
sluttiness.
Pretty much.
That's an advantage
I was
men
at a
don't
business
have.
conference, networking
fuck
alongside
it
my
ain't.
coworkers.
But the chicks are
Right.
always...
Business cards are still a formality, even for low-level grunts like me. And I handed out dozens to prospective clients.
Her
who
OnlyFans
seemed
about to
interested
pop
in
up
working
on the
with our
fucking
company.
monitor or some shit. I could just
Yes.
smell
I
it.
met so
Please
many new
do.
people that day, all of them in similar suits and with similar haircuts, that all of their faces and names seemed to blur together in my memory. I returned home, exhausted from the socializing. That evening, before bed, I logged into my Onlyfans account to check how things were going.
Why does she look so old
Great.
in the
I
body?
had a new subscriber.
Yeah, in the body too. Just the
This
neck.
new guy,
Look at that
who
old
went by
turkey
the
neck in
unassuming
the...
username,
Bro.
Yeah,
John
bro.
Smith, sent me a direct message as soon as he saw I was active. $10 a month? Netflix doesn't even charge that. Worth
Roasted.
it. You won't be disappointed. So far, I like what I'm seeing. You're very beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. He sent me a few more friendly messages, asking me pretty innocent questions, like if I had a dog,
Do you bleach your asshole?
if I was dating anyone. I wasn't.
You eat man's
If I
ass?
lived with my parents.
Please?
The roommate was away that week. You know, you really are very beautiful, he messaged me. Thank you. I bet you get down more often than a blow-up doll, right? Oh. Can I make a request? Like a picture request? It depends what it is, and what you tip me. If I give you $5 right now, would you take a picture of yourself pouting into the camera? Well, it had been a long day, but even though I was tired, I wanted the money.
I wanted that
I quickly dolled myself up and took the picture for the guy. I sent the picture, which he could
How the
unlock
hell
for
was she
$5.
able to make herself look young in the body?
He unlocked it and seemed pleased with what I'd sent. No more than a minute later,
That's
he
the
sent
horror
me another
story.
request.
She's got old
How
titties!
about one of
Dun dun dun.
Pay you
Oh,
another $5.
this is your alley right here. Little
Sure,
five,
whatever you want.
little feet ski, five ski.
You'll never get what's up with some guys and feet. But of course I took the picture for him and
You
sent it.
asshole.
Again, behind a $5 payment. He made a couple more requests, each time paying me $5. Easy money, I thought. One of me in high heels,
Feet
one of me in
nudes.
such and such a position, etc.
Come on, feet nudes.
Yeah, you're trying to
He sent
catch
me
that
another
chase yourself.
This
bro.
Birdman hand rub.
Add me on Instagram.
Make sure to subscribe to my Only Toes, by the way. I could show you another. I don't want to oversaturate.
Is that like a website exclusive or?
Well, yeah, you got to go to the website and subscribe to my Only Toes. You get to see daily feet nudes.
Instagram. He
It's
included
all
his account
sex.
name in the message.
By the way,
$10 just to add a guy on
it's all
Instagram.
feet sex.
Sure, why not? I haven't updated my Insta for over a year, and I had a couple of posts on there anyway. I took his $10 and added him. Strange. There weren't any posts on his account, but the circle around his blank profile picture was highlighted, meaning he had recently added to his Instagram story. Just out of curiosity, I clicked on it to see what he had posted.
Picture the inside of my house.
It was a video
Anus.
of my house,
Oh.
posted 2 hours ago, taken from the
Oh.
woods just outside. The next story played, uploaded 5 minutes ago. It was another video of my house, this time
This shit creeps me out, bro.
taken from the other side of the street.
This shit always creeps me out when I
The
see
video
this
zoomed
shit.
in on my bedroom window, the only room where the light was on, the room I was in.
Yep. There you go.
For
The
$15,
first
you're almost getting murdered.
Just 2 minutes
See?
ago, was taken from just outside.
That's
my
why you got to
porch
be
window.
careful about who
He
you
was
send
right
feet
outside my
nudes
front
to.
door, filming the inside of my house through the glass. A message popped up in my DMs. Let me in. Terrified, I locked my bedroom door immediately.
Oh,
and
I'd
called the
let
police,
him in.
telling them that someone was outside
Yep.
my house.
You got
All
it.
the while, he continued DMing me. Come outside, or I'll have to come in. The door handle downstairs started rattling as I cowered in fear upstairs, waiting hopelessly for help to arrive, screaming out of my bedroom window for help.
What a dumbass.
This wasn't the best neighborhood, let's put it like that. and my neighbors either couldn't...
This looks crazy with their hands like that.
You know what? The problem with females is whenever they get in trouble, they always start yelling dumb shit like help, save me, fire. Any grown man that has played through the ending of either a Zelda game or a Super Mario game knows that saving bitches don't work. There's no guarantee of them swallowing anything once you get them to safety. If you really want guys to come running, because all you really want is a bunch of dudes to be around, that way the dude ain't gonna do nothing. The best thing to yell to get a whole bunch of dudes to be, just yell out like free pussy, like free vagina. Does that, you
know what? That would probably get a reaction.
I can see that.
Most people would have to inspect that situation.
I would at least look. If somebody yells help, nope, I'm not jumping in. Because normally it's domestic violence and a dude and a female are fighting. I jump in, dude shoots me, and then they go have sex later. Like I'm saying?
On your corpse and shit.
On my corpse. You ever seen that one YouTube video called Shake That Bear? It's a video on the internet of this couple that shoot a bear and kill it in the woods, and then they have sex on top of its corpse. It's kind of hot. But yeah, you gotta pick your battles.
Taking that bearskin rug thing to a new level.
Bearskin condoms.
The guy's rattling on the door handle turned into banging, then slamming.
I paid you $35,
Everything
bitch.
downstairs
Right.
was silent.
You said it was worth it.
I thought he had gone.
The
But
feed
after a
pictures
few
were
minutes,
blurry.
I could hear tapping on the downstairs windows. After that, the smashing of glass. I'd soon learn that he had used a rock to smash the living room window.
God damn.
Not 30 seconds later, I could hear sirens off in the distance. By the time
That's when it
the
gets
officer
real
arrived,
scary, is when the
it
cops
was
show
okay.
up.
The guy was
This
not
just took a
cold.
turn for the worse.
Nah, because they're gonna join in with the guy.
Investigators everything.
So you mean to tell me you got an
Patrolled the
OnlyFans
area to look
account?
for any
Yeah.
suspicious
And you
looking
wasn't
guys,
trying to just
found
get
no
railed
one,
out by
and
this random
suggested I
fan to
stay
get you
somewhere else for a
$35.
while.
You know how this stuff works, right?
Did you give him the $35 back?
As
Okay,
got
what
in
if
my
I
car
give
to
you
drive to my
15?
parents' place, I checked
Could you
my
add
phone
that to his
one last
35,
time.
make that 50, and I can get a
There
bloken?
was one unread message in my Onlyfans.
Ugh.
Huh? Ooh.
I told my parents everything that had happened and tried my best to get some sleep. That night, I was plagued with questions. Who was John Smith? What was he planning on doing? How did
It's
he
probably
know
one of your
I-
perverted coworkers who's obsessed with
Private
you.
information
Like,
was, of
come
course,
on.
not available on OnlyFans. I was relatively new to town and didn't know many people in the area. The next day, I pieced two and two together.
Oh,
My
there you
business
go.
card. It didn't just have my company address on, but mine as well.
What a dump.
The fact this happened the night after that networking event couldn't have been a
No.
coincidence.
Who would do that?
I'm convinced that the creep was one of the people I'd met that day. Using the information on the card, he must have found my account online and decided to pay me a visit. I passed that information along to the authorities, along with the dozens of business cards I'd collected that day. This, of course, resulted in nothing. There was no evidence to speak of, and the Insta account was obviously a throwaway. I realize now that he was asking me those friendly questions at the start to see if I lived alone and to check I didn't have a guard dog. Needless to
Damn.
say, I quit using the site. I've moved back in with my parents permanently now, but can't afford to give up my job at the consultancy firm. Now, whenever I go into work and meet with our clients, I put on a brave face. But inside, I'm always questioning whether the guy I'm working with is the same one who was outside my house that night.
Dun dun dun. Almost got your ass eaten against your will. I don't think there's a worse fate in general.
A little while back, I started an OnlyFans account.
I love how these are all dudes.
I know what you're all thinking, but hey, I was single at the time, and I figured it was a pretty harmless way to earn a little extra dough.
Yeah, you can't get a chick to do the voiceover,
I started off
bro?
by
Come
posting
on.
some tame
Yeah.
stuff, and progressively got into uploading more mature images.
You don't need to draw out
Yeah,
the
I'm
words,
not proud
too,
of it.
trying to be...
But I'm not ashamed either,
Get the shit out of
I
here.
lived with my parents
Creeping me
at the
out, boy.
so I had to be careful about making my content. Like I said, I wasn't ashamed, but I knew they wouldn't be as open-minded about it. As such, I always waited until they were out of the house before I took any pictures or videos.
In their
I didn't
house.
tell any of my friends out of fear that it would somehow get back to my phone.
It would.
It was very private business.
It's not business, it's
After just a few
sluttery for
months,
money.
I couldn't believe how much money I was making on the site. I'd amassed a sizable following and monthly income, so I decided to treat myself.
Ooh, how much?
My wardrobe was pretty old at that point, and I decided to buy some new clothes. I hit up a local store to pick out some new outfits. Now, it might sound strange to some of you, but when I got to the store, I started live streaming to my Onlyfans followers, talking to them about changing up my style and asking for their opinions on certain items. I'd often stream to my supporters through my private, for fans-only YouTube channel during the day. I thought this built a sense of community. A lot of them enjoyed seeing me go about my life, whether I was just out shopping, at a cafe, or just blogging from my apartment, and I'd reply to their comments.
Or taking a shit. Taking a shit with a rope tied around my neck.
And I started recognizing a few of their names.
What do I ask for your own personal only toes?
I made my way through the store, holding the camera and
is normal, damn it.
engaging with my fans.
Shit!
After about 20 minutes
Y'all
or so,
are weird.
I ended the stream. At some point during that evening, I logged onto my page.
She ain't got no booty.
That's when I noticed the message.
This cartoon ain't got no ass.
Thanks for wasting our time and money by lying to all of us. You never told us you had a boyfriend. Consider this the end of my support.
Ooh.
I was confused.
The nerd rage.
Boyfriend?
Bye-bye.
Where'd you get that idea? Well, this guy was one of my biggest supporters, and I was really sorry to see him go. So, naturally, I sent him a message. Hey, I am single, free as a bird. I don't know who told you I wasn't. Do you think I'm stupid or something? I'll admit it took me a couple of months to notice, but it's obvious you're with some guy all the time. I see him in the background of all of your streams.
Ooh.
He was with you at the store today.
Damn.
That's that creepy shit.
What are you talking about? The dude in the green shirt. I feel really sorry for the guy, to be honest. Dating someone who does what you do. I went back and checked the recording of that
Bro,
day's
you
stream.
paying her?
Yeah, for real. Why you gotta
About 5
fire
minutes
shots,
in,
bro?
Over my left shoulder, there was a guy in a green shirt, walking quite close behind me.
Stoned as fuck.
He was very tall, had a muscular build, looked to be in his late 20s, but already had dark circles under his eyes and thinning hair.
Stalking bitches.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that didn't prove anything.
It's
Just some
nighttime
guy
work.
behind me at the store. I continued watching the video, and yeah, the guy did seem to be behind me for most of it, popping up throughout as if he was following me, but surely that was just a coincidence. Still, my regular's message stayed in my mind. He said he'd seen this guy in multiple streams of mine. I went back and checked the previous stream that I'd done. It was of me at the mall. Nothing seemed out of place. Then,
How do you
I saw
not recognize
that
the
same
dude
guy
standing
in that same
Right behind you.
green
In
shirt
the same shirt.
for real?
behind me in the distance.
Bro, this
That
bitch is
stream
being
had lasted
haunted.
47 minutes, and you could see him behind me throughout it. Sometimes far, sometimes close.
And you don't
but
notice
always
somebody there for
following.
47 minutes?
Real.
The stream ended with me at a cafe, and the guy sitting down just a couple of tables away from me, all by his lonesome. The whole time, his dark eyes were watching me. I hadn't noticed him at all. Okay, so I started getting a little freaked out at this point. Obviously, this wasn't just a coincidence. I went back and checked more of my older streams. Videos of me in town. Videos of me walking the dog at the park. Chilling on the beach. In all of them, he was there. And in almost all of them,
Yo,
he was
come
wearing
on!
the same green
You don't
shirt.
notice the shit at the beach, man?
This man,
She doesn't notice the
never
guy
seen
that's
before in my
standing
life.
here
had
directly
been
at.
following
Come
me on what
on!
appeared to be a daily basis. He wasn't a part of my life, but I was clearly
Now, why does
a
homeboy
big
only got
part
one
of his.
shirt?
Bro!
I wasn't sure what to do at
You
first.
know?
One
He
shirt,
had never
one pair of
approached me or
pants.
anything. My dad was in law enforcement. I couldn't exactly go to him for advice.
Your dad's a cop. Just tell him you're a
I
whore.
decided
Shit'll
to stop
buff
posting
out.
content on my
Nah.
account for a while, resolving to stay alert and keep an eye out for this guy, and just wait for everything to blow over. If things escalated, then I'd go and tell my pa. I figured this guy would get bored and leave me alone. Boy, how naive.
He knows where you live, idiot.
A couple of weeks
Bruh.
passed. And luckily, I hadn't seen the green shirt guy around town. Guess my plan had worked. My fans were getting antsy about me not uploading new content, and my earnings were going down as a result. One weekend, my parents went off on a romantic getaway, and, hoping to ride the Onlyfans wave a little longer, I decided to take some new photos in my bedroom. Since I was home alone, there was no risk of being caught. That night, I cooked up some dinner in the kitchen, opened the window to air it out, and then went upstairs to snap the goods.
Snap the
After uploading
goods.
the pictures, I started a live stream to apologize to my followers for my long absence.
Watch homeboy be standing in the back.
Bro, he's like under her bed, bro.
The salty dinner had made me thirsty,
Fuck.
so during that live stream, I went downstairs to grab my water bottle in the living room, bringing my phone with me so I could continue interacting with my viewers. I was holding my phone out in front of me, completely oblivious to my surroundings, responding to my viewers' comments. I got to one, and as soon as I read it, my stomach dropped. "Hey Mellowcat, who's the man at your window?" In the video feed on my phone, in the corner of the screen, I noticed the small, blurry outline of a figure in the darkness behind me. I turned to see the man, the one who had been following
That shit always creeps me
standing
out, bro.
outside, his gloved hands pressed up against the living room window, his face real close as he looked in at me, his dark eyes wide with excitement. I screamed and ran upstairs with my phone in my hand. I bounded into the
Baywatch type
and
shit.
locked the door behind me as I called my parents.
Okay.
I cried to my dad that there was some guy outside our house. Told him that he'd been following me for a long time. He said that they were on their way back right now, not to panic, and that my mum was already calling the cops. We didn't have any neighbours to call for help since we lived in such an isolated area, so he instructed me to run to the attic and to keep as quiet as possible until help arrived.
He trying to send her to fucking deal with the ghosts?
Bro.
And unlocked the bathroom door. As I stepped out, I could hear quiet movements coming from the kitchen below. That's when I remembered. I had left the window open. This guy was inside my house. The access to the attic was in my parents' room, and I could already hear the guy softly calling out to me downstairs. "Hello? Mellowcat? Where are you?" He was calling to me, using my Onlyfans username. I sprinted into my parents' room and slammed the door behind me.
Yep.
And as I went to lock it, could hear the guy storming up my stairs. Luckily, locking the door gave me just enough time to pull down the attic's ladder and scamper up with the hook in my hand. As I climbed up, I could hear the man on the other side of the door, thumping into it with all of his body weight. I pulled the ladder back up and closed the attic hatch behind me. I waited up there with my hand over my mouth as I heard the door give way. My heart was beating so fast I couldn't stop breathing heavily. Things were being thrown around and smashed in the room beneath me.
Damn.
All I could do was listen as the guy rampaged through my house, occasionally shouting obscenities and saying that he knew I was still in the house. This torment didn't last long, maybe only 5 minutes tops, but I felt like I was up in that attic for an eternity. The house fell silent, but I stayed up there until I heard the police sirens come rolling into our driveway. My parents weren't far behind them.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was 2 true OnlyFans scary horror stories. They wasn't really that scary to me.
It was just kind of creepy, stalkerish, more
Just
than anything.
stalkerish type stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe to BHD. Twisms.